Hey, thanks for watching. This is the August of 2024 update to the DTools Cloud service module. There are a few things that changed, and we want to just go over those brief changes. For the most part, the previous videos will still walk you through the function of this, but a couple small changes. So we're going to start here right on the home screen of our DTools Cloud interface or installer view. You'll notice now that with the service call that I put in here, Shaka Khan needs some help again, that there is now, instead of a begin and view button, there's a clock in and clock out button. I've already clocked in, so you can see the banner at the top that shows that I've clocked into the service call. And what's important there is that when you're tracking the amount of time that you're spending on a site, you now have the option to do this with a little bit more detail that it helps everybody here in the office understand exactly what's going on. This is especially useful if there are more than two people on a service call, or sorry, rather, more than one person on a service call, as well as if you're doing a service call that lasts over multiple trips. So you'll notice that when you clock in and you clock back out, that you now have this new information here. The date obviously is important. It's going to be the date that you clocked in and clocked out. The hours worked is going to be the tally that it's automatically starting the timer for you. But you can, of course, go in there and manipulate that to be correct for the time that you were on site. That is very important. That is not the time we're billing, but that is the time you were on site. So this is the logs of when you arrived and when you left. In terms of the billable, non-billable, for now, just go ahead and leave that as it is. And also in terms of the select labor type, don't worry about that unless you've been directed else to do that. When you click on it, you'll see the different labor brackets we have in there, which are only at this point for the back office. If you want to select one, please select standard service. But the notes portion here is the critical part, because this is the description to the office of what you did over that time. And this can be very brief. It's just descriptive to let us know, again, if there were multiple people on a service call or if there were multiple trips on a service call, to distinguish what happened, in each entry. So started service of speakers, need to come back with more paint. And when I hit clock out, those notes are then saved and viewable in the office, which we did not have that capability before. The rest of the service call, everything that you've done before, the issue found, action taken, and next steps, keep in mind those are what the client is seeing. So be brief yet descriptive and professional. If this is a service that goes over multiple days, multiple visits, then this is a general action taken and a general next steps. You do not have to be specific with time and date stamps and action taken of everything you did. Again, save that for the notes internally, and we can have that as a background of information if the client has any questions. Everything else here is the same though. Issue found, action taken, next steps, checklists, products, that is all identical. And when you click on the work summary, you'll now notice that it has those total hours worked, which again came from the clock in and clock out procedure, which you can still look through and see your view of what's in there. You can obviously add time. And then you have the total labor summary, which this is still the critical part. This is when we're actually billing labor. So if we were going to add labor, standard service, I was there for an hour and 1 minute, but I'm just charging an hour. So I'll hit the add button. That you see the labor was added there at the bottom. And now I've got my total hours worked, my actual labor hours, which is what I'm billing for, and away we go. So the rest of this is very much the same, but we want to just bring you this brief update as to what's changed so that you know exactly how to navigate it. Thanks for watching.